handle is already too hot to touch. The handle is already... soaking up the cold water. Locked. The handle is already too hot. Locked. This door leads to the tender. It will be uncomfortable, no doubt, but I don't think that the flames are directly behind the door. I suppose there's a relatively safe space in the lee of the tender where one... Matt saw something. It could prove to be very useful. Matt hasn't grasped the gravity of the situation yet, which is good, as I can't take care...
¿Qué pasa, Isma, tío? ¿Qué tal?
The boiler is under extreme pressure and there's nobody to... Jumping off is not an option.
Por aquí debo de poder... Eso sí, como de aventura
The boiler
gráfica,
is
tío.
under extreme pressure and there's
Con la
nobody to
cajita.
control it. It's all up to me.
Es de aventura gráfica, tío, de...
Matt, so, but if I don't stop the train soon, I won't be able to
That's
use that
very
information in this
complicated,
lifetime.
Ahora mismo estoy un poco pillado aquí, macho. A ver si aquí os hago. Aquí nada más que me dejen interactuar con el grifo.
They see out of the window. I don't know how much coal is burning on the tender up there, but it must be a steam... The handle is already too hot to touch.
obviamente va a estar cerrado, pero la cosa es como lo abres. O sea, tienes la puta toalla, tío, ojalá. Gilipollas. A ver.
No, the towel is all...
Vale. Hola, tío. ¿Qué tal? A ver si puedo hablar con el puto niño o algo.
Matt's... But if I don't stop the train soon, I won't be able to use... Matt? Look.
Thanks.
Cover me, okay?
No problem.
Matt hasn't grasped it.
Joder, Mati, que lo he pillado aquí, tío. Espera, que está muy bien. Hay que sentar aquí. ¿Cómo?
This door leads to the tender. It will be uncomfortable, no doubt, but I don't think that... I suppose there's a relatively safe space in the lee of the tent. This door leads to... Locked. The handle is already too hot to... The handle is already...
Tengo una puta toalla mojada. Digamos que
Okay? We'll do it the hard way. Coupling. It looks... That means at first I have to turn that thing there. It's not working. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it. That should do the trick. The coupling won't release because... That's not just smoke. I can actually taste lumps of ash. It's time for my deputy sheriff's story. I uncoupled the locomotive at full speed. Not bad, eh?
Do you think we'll get in trouble?
Because of the locomotive? I don't think so. It was pretty old already. Come out so we can have a chat. I checked the entire train. There's no one on it except for us. What an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what did you see on the train?
Well, it was like this. I wanted to get my pistol. Achoo!
And then?
When the guy was gone, I got up and banged on the window. I wanted to get out of there, but then I thought, what if the guy can hear me from the next car? So I got scared, and I hid again.
You did well. Are you sure it was a man?
Yeah, very sure. What else could he be?
A woman?
No. Girls can't be thieves. Girls are always honest.
If only you knew. Did you recognize the man? Have you met him before?
I don't think so.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
No. It was very dark and I was hiding.
Was he a tall man or a short man?
Just a man. I think he was a bad man.
Why do you think that?
He was sneaking around, even though everybody else was outside in the tunnel.
Maybe he just wanted to get his wooden pistol.
Oh, man.
The envelope that the man lost, where is it?
I thought it might be important.
I think we should have a look. Some cash. An Italian passport. Blank. Very interesting. And here, a ticket for
the cruise!
What?
The tickets we have for the big ship from Venice to Cairo look exactly the same.
Interesting. May I keep it?
What do you want to do with it?
Take a vacation.
Se quedan pillados, tío.
It's evidence.
And my chance to go with you.
The ticket and everything else in the envelope are part of my investigation. And you have no part to play in Cairo.
If I hadn't given you the envelope, you'd have no proof that the Raven's heir would be on the ship.
Ugh. The ship is his next chance to steal the eye. And he won't give up until he has it.
And that's precisely why you should let me come along.
No.
I deserve to come along.
What you did was extraordinary. Far more than anyone could have a right to expect from you.
And you still want to leave me behind?
You met our foe and barely escaped with your life. You may not be that lucky next time.
It wasn't luck.
You can return to Switzerland with your head held high. Enjoy your triumph.
I have not achieved anything yet. The Fiend tried to kill us, and he's still at large. What else did you find out in the tunnel?
Not much. After we came out of the tunnel, Robert and I questioned the passengers.
Which didn't turn up anything new.
No, the engineer and the fireman were missing. They were found a few kilometers back on the track. Both claimed to have been overwhelmed by a shadow and thrown off the train.
But you don't believe that.
I'm checking their stories. One of them may have been paid to eliminate the other one.
How could the Raven's heir have found out about the trap? How was he able to put the dynamite in the box and place the letter?
The dynamite was probably already in the box when I put it in the safe. I didn't check it.
You had no reason to do so.
It wasn't my only mistake. I knew someone was on the roof of the freight car, but I let myself be distracted by that damned letter.
How did you know?
Too late. I should have reacted instantly.
I'm coming with you. Full stop.
The thief was able to place 10 sticks of dynamite in a cash box right under my nose. For all we know, you could already be sitting on the next bomb. You cannot come.
But, Inspector...
We're here.
Inspector Legrand, an urgent telegram from Paris.
Bad news?
It's about the unfortunate events on the train. I'm to return to Paris and explain myself.
But sir, what about the eye?
They want to inform the Egyptian authorities that there might be a burglary attempt.
Might?
Egyptian authorities? What if the jewel is stolen at sea?
I know. I never received it. Keep a close watch on the loading of the eye, Robert.
Aye, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zelda.
What is the constable's problem with me?
I think he's jealous. Scotland Yard assigned him to assist me, just as you were sent by the Swiss authorities.
With the distinction that he may go to Egypt.
Robert is to accompany me at all times. Your mission was restricted to Switzerland.
At this moment, I want to be sent back to Switzerland just as much as you want to be sent back to Paris.
I know, but I'm walking on thin ice, and I can't carry you too.
And the second eye is in that safe?
Yes, an emerald. It's been kept in a bank in Zurich since the start of the war. I personally took it out of the bank vault, and Professor Lucien certified that it was the real thing.
And while a fake jewel was sent by train...
The real one was brought here in an armored car.
How is it protected?
You can only open the safe if you have 3 special keys. Professor Lucien has one, and Baroness von Trebitz, who's paying for all this, has the second. The third was sent by air courier to Dr. Abbas Mokhtar, the director of the Egyptian Museum in Cairo.
So, not even you could possibly open the safe before it arrives in Egypt.
That's correct. We don't want to make it too easy for potential thieves.
Commendable. I hope you're aware of the fact that you're risking your career.
Indeed I am.
Why do you care so much about this case? Someone pretends to be the Raven, and you promptly risk your career?
What if he's not just pretending?
What do you mean by that?
It's his handwriting. And there's only one person who ever called me Nico. Have you ever considered the possibility that I shot the wrong man?
But what do you mean by that?
Let us assume just for a moment that the person I shot and who fell from the roof was not the Raven. Who would have cared enough to uncover the truth? The chief of police, the politicians? No. They wanted to revel in a successful manhunt, and it was the best thing that could have happened to the Raven. The search for him was over. He had no reason to fear me anymore. I had so many medals afterwards that he could hear them jingling kilometers away.
And now he's back? And you're the only one who can stop him? Does that sound probable to you?
The feathers, the letters, Nico. No one outside the police force knew that the Raven used to call me that in his letters.
Policemen gossip, and there are plenty of forgers. You can't seriously intend to stake...
My reputation rests on something that I probably did not do. I have to find out who's behind all this.
Let's review. One of the two most valuable jewels in... Obviously, and you suspect a legendary burglar.
Go on.
The second jewel is about to be put on board over there. Our thief may already have the first key, the archaeologist's key, from the train. We don't know anything about the status of the second key, which was meant to...
We have to assume that he already has it.
Therefore, there's just...
Correct.
So, you'll need my eye.
Look, you can keep your eyes open for me here on the... But when this ship sets sail, you will not, I repeat, not be on board. We're dealing with a dangerous man. And I will pursue him regardless of the... I won't let you get mixed up in this.
It's still my decision.
No, it's not. It's mine. And I've already made it. Good day, Constable Zellner.
Qué pesado, Calvito.
Amazing how much luggage there is. And I'd guess that 3/4 of it... I'll take an...
Puta rodilla.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting anyone to be crawling around on the ground in front of my door.
Don't worry about it, miss. No harm done.
Oh, that's good to hear, Mr.
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Sagrado carácter.
May I ask your name?
Patricia Mayers.
Are you American?
I am. Could you help me, please?
Certainly. Are you on your way to Egypt?
Yes.
Are you on holiday?
My father works for a railroad company there.
And is rebuilding the country after the war. Wonderful.
Yes. Wonderful. One more.
You're lucky to have a father who takes you to so many interesting places.
Oh, yes. Lucky me.
Aren't you interested in Egypt? The pyramids, the history.
I would have been more interested in a father who doesn't travel 300 days a year.
I'm sure your father regrets that he can't always be with you.
No doubt. And I'm sure he always wanted the best for me. But that doesn't stop him from thinking only about himself far too often.
Oh.
Bring my luggage on board, please.
Excuse me?
It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zellner.
Impertinent.
Voy a subir. Puto barco.
Is the doc... Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
Ah, the hero of the hour.
The hero of the hour, but out of work soon.
Oh, you won't be a policeman anymore?
Yes, but on my old beat, which is almost as good as... Is your new job bothering you?
On the contrary, I wasn't sure whether I made the right decision until now. I'm from the Black Forest, you know. There are only mountains there. No ships. But now... the salty breeze,
Hey, tío,
the
¿cómo estás?
atmosphere. I think I want to stay at sea forever.
The sea is one thing, the passengers are another.
It will be okay.
What do you know about the Baroness?
Ay,
Nothing really.
Did you talk to her in the tunnel?
No. Her butler was looking after her, and I was busy with Miss Miller. As you can imagine, it was a shock for her to see her son rolling away on a burning train.
That's understandable.
So, we were all glad when we heard about your brave deed.
Have you already met the captain?
Mario Di Conti. Heard of him?
Should I have?
He is something of a star in Italy. A war hero. In the First World War, when he was a young man, he sank more enemy ships than anyone else. In the Second World War, well, he had some personal problems.
You mean like the ones you buy in bottles and pillboxes?
Yeah, you could say that. Anyway, sending him into combat was out of the question. They gave him a supply ship instead, and he became a hero again. His ship, part of a convoy from Palermo to North Africa, was the only one that made it, with an extra 100...
Impressive.
To say his health is, I think, most of my time on board will be...
Well, there's nothing left for me to...
Oh, you...
Unfortunately...
What a pity.
Take care, Dr. Gebb.
Oh, we found these in the...
I'm afraid so.
Maybe it's for the best that you're not coming along.
You mean, if I don't do anything, I'll probably...
That's right.
que tiene algo que ver, con todo lo malo. Fíjate. Y aquí.
I'll be marching up this... Someone has to stop that damn bomber before...
Espera, ahora, fíjate.
I don't want to run into Legrand before I have something new to report. Legrand has made up his mind. I can't change him.
Voy a hablar con esta y ya... Eso. Porque ahí al fondo otro pibe... Ah, está aquí la balanza.
James! James! Where on earth are you?
Hello, Baroness.
Ah, Inspector.
Constable.
Poppycock. You won't be a constable much longer. When they find out how you rescued that little boy, they'll have to promote you to Inspector.
Very kind of you to say so, Baroness. I hope you survived the adventure in the...
Scandalous! You book a first-class cabin? Huh. They wanted to bundle me off in a bus.
The circumstances, madam.
I insisted on a limousine and didn't leave until all my luggage was recovered.
Did you know that the real Eye of the...
I had no idea. Inspector Legrand seems to prefer to keep me in, although I'm the one paying for all of this.
The inspector is ensuring the safety of the Eye.
Well, obviously.
I hope that the remainder of your trip to Cairo...
You aren't coming?
I'm afraid Inspector Legrand doesn't...
Now, where's my damned butler?
Vale.
James, there you are. Is the inspector to carry my luggage onto the ship? Or...
well, actually... Baroness?
Baroness, can you hear me? She fainted.
No. No.
Baroness?
Again, harder.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Help me up.
Perhaps we should...
Now.
I'll get Dr. Gebhardt.
No, Doctor. Just a little moment of weakness. Your arm, James. Take...
But of course, madam.
That was no moment of weakness? Very interesting, especially since she doesn't... Or what did she see? Neither of them seems to have noticed what happened down here. You'll have a tough time with her. How does one get aboard without a ticket? Not brilliant, but it's a possibility.
Bueno, pues aquí te quedas. Tócalo. Lo guardo, ya está.